Alright, hello everybody. I have another SmartArt box that just arrived last night and I'm opening it up today. I just noticed that the packaging has SmartArt on it. I received a box before that was in this new packaging, but I didn't even realize they had their logo on it because I think I had it upside down originally when I got the first one. I like their new packaging. It's really interesting. It's probably more environmentally friendly. It's really pretty. I love the purple. It's just nice. I like it a lot. I'm not going to make this longer than it needs to be. I'm here. I'm opening the box. I'm making a video. I'm filming. I'm gonna see what mystery art supplies are here inside, and I'm gonna make some cool art with it, as we do, because that's all I do on this channel. So let's get right on into it. The box is a little heavy. It's a little bit heavy, and I'm hearing some strange, I'm hearing some rattling in there. There's something rattling, so I'm not sure what's in here, but there must be a lot, because it's pretty dang heavy. Alright, let us see if I can open it up. I'm just gonna move you here while I figure out what's inside this box, if I can get the lid to stay open, because that's been my problem, is the lid just wants to fall back down and close on top of me. Alright. Ooh, I see a little mini easel. Oh, that's so cute. Look at the little easel. That is adorable. That is absolutely adorable. I hope there's some paint in here. I really hope there's paint. It looks like it's going to be paint. Let's see. Ooh. Is this a palette? Is this just a palette? The palette is huge. Hello. Hi, Theoden. Hi. You gonna sit here while I film? You can sit in the window if you want. Hey, dude. Hi. Are you wanting to be a part of the video too? There's not much in here for you, I'm afraid. Oh, you're leaving now? Okay. I'm gonna start moving this stuff back out here. I'm so interested to look at this, because this is a really nice looking palette, and it's big too. I see some watercolor paper here. SmartArt Premium Watercolor Pad. Okay, so there are 14 sheets, and it's 300 GSM. Yes! Yes! This is the best. This is gonna be really good paper. I always go with 300 GSM. This is my preferred weight of watercolor paper, so I am very excited to see this. This is nice. This is gonna be good. Ooh, look at the pretty sticker. I know I always say I'm in love with their stickers, but I think this might actually be my favorite one. This one is just so pretty. Look at that. The pinks and the purples. I love that. I love that so much. And we got a little lollipop here. Ooh, it's strawberry flavored. Strawberry and sour lemonade. I'm going to enjoy that. Ooh, okay. And then I picked up this before Theoden jumped on the desk. I know what this is. This is essentially liquid masking, which what you do with this is liquid masking is something that you use with watercolor. Hi, Theoden, you're back. Are you here to check out everything? Now that I bring everything out, you're interested in it? Hi, buddy. I'm just gonna keep talking while you're there, okay? How's that? So essentially, this is liquid masking. And what you do with liquid masking is before you paint anything, you put this on top of all the areas of your painting that you would like to keep white. And gradually it dries, and you do your painting, and once your painting is done, you just rub this off, and you have all these white areas preserved on your painting, and it looks really bright and really cool. I had masking a very long time ago, but it got dried out, so I didn't use it for very long. I've been wanting to get some more, so really nice that there's some here, because I've been wanting to incorporate liquid masking into my work quite a bit. You're on. Can you get your paw off the sticker, please? Thanks, Theoden. And then let's see what's here. Ooh, opaque watercolor gouache. They sent gouache. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, clearly SmartArt is watching my stuff, because all I've been making lately is paintings with gouache. If you can't already tell, and if you haven't been watching my previous videos, you would know that I'm quite into gouache at the moment, and it's all I've been making. All the art I've been making has been with gouache. I'm very, very much in a gouache mood. I love gouache so much. This is awesome. I love this. I'm so happy there's gouache in here. It's a gouache box. This makes me so, so, so happy. This is my favorite box now. I don't care. This is my favorite one. And we have some paintbrushes, and that is everything that came in the box. So it looks like we're going to be using this palette here for the gouache, which is really cool and really exciting. I can't wait to swatch these. Well, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I love gouache so much. I don't think I'm familiar with this brand, but I'm completely willing to give them a try. I'm very excited. Theoden, I don't think the box is for you. Come on. It's not for you, Theoden. Are you having a good time there, Theoden? Let me move those. Are you gonna sit in the box? You really just came up and said this box is yours now, huh? What are you doing? You know, I'm supposed to be filming a video here, Theoden. Alright, you do you, I guess. I'm playing with a lollipop. Theoden, you are the most cat I've ever seen. Okay, Theoden's now over here. He's staying over here. He's in the box. He's having a good time. Meanwhile, I'm going to start getting this stuff ready and start doing some swatching, because I would like to open these gouache paints and see just what these colors actually are. We've got another one coming. We've got another one. Hi, Jemma. Hi. All of the cats are assembling as I'm recording this video. Hi, baby. Are you gonna check everything out too, Jemma? Oh, Arthur, are you making Theoden mad? Hey, leave her alone. You guys realize I'm trying to record a video, right? You two do realize that, don't you? I'm glad I haven't unpackaged anything yet. What are you two doing? Forget this being an art video. This is just a video of you two. This is just a cat video. Really, guys? Really? You guys are so helpful. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Hi, Jemma. You know, you could sit in the box too, you know, instead of on top of the stuff. She's getting in the box. What are you doing, Miss Girl? Okay, I started doing some photography of some of my art, and Jemma decided to sleep over there, so she's finally moved, so I can finally do some swatching now. I need to get stuff open. I need to start checking stuff out. I suppose these are the brushes that I'll be using today. I'm also gonna have to choose a sacrificial brush for the masking. Let's see, let's get the watercolor pad out. Okay, let's see. Is it nice paper? It sure does feel like nice paper. It looks like nice paper. It is super textured. It feels really thick. Sounds nice. Okay, now to open the giant palette. I think this may have been the heaviest thing in the entire box. See, does it open this way? It does. Ooh, it folds out. Okay. Nice. Okay, this is a nice size palette. Oh, and it has a little finger holder here. Oh, this is really nice. There are so many compartments here. This is actually really nice. There's a whole bunch of space here to mix stuff, and there's tons of space here to mix stuff. You could even do a little here if you're not as nervous as I am about getting your finger covered in paint. Get the little easel out. I'm thinking some gouache landscapes would be fun because I've done a lot of object heads and I've already made 2 videos for just object heads. So I think I want to do something a little bit different. I'm not normally great at landscapes, but I really want to get better at landscapes, and I've been wanting to do gouache landscapes. So I think I'll spend this video doing maybe a gouache landscape. Such a cute little easel. I love it. Is this open already, or do I need to do something? Have a cap or anything? Oh, nope, it's just open. Okay. Let's move this and we'll get the gouache paint out. This must be what I heard rattling. There's something else in here that's rattling and I'm not sure what it is. It could just be the paint bumping up against the plastic. Can I get it out at all? It's in there pretty firmly. Are you gonna come out? Oh, there's a brush in here. That must be what I heard rattling. Anything else in here? No? And then this has its own little box around it. Okay, come on out. Come on. There we go. It's nice packaging. Let me see what the brush is like. I'm not so sure how I feel about this brush. I think this will be our sacrificial brush for the liquid masking, because this is not the nicest quality of brush. This is a pretty low quality brush, and I don't want to use that for any actual painting. So I'll save that for this. I'll use the nicer brushes for the actual painting. Now I think I want to save the paper just because the paper is super nice. So I think I'll do swatching in the sketchbook for now. I'm gonna have to find some references of what I might want to paint. Teach myself how to do landscape painting in gouache. Let's see, where's my sketchbook? Here we go. Wait, I haven't done that yet. I saw stuff in here that I haven't finished yet. Beyond these ones, I'll go to the next page because I want to keep doing more expression drawing on this one. New page, new stuff. Let's do it. I'm gonna need the palette here. I'm gonna move the little easel over here for now. I'm gonna put the palette this way. I'm just gonna go in rainbow order. I'm gonna start with the red. Does it have a little thing on top I'm gonna have to punch through? No, it does not. Okay, that's good. And a little paint goes a long way. That's what I learned about gouache, is that you don't need a lot to do a lot. I like it. It's a nice solid red. And if we make it more into a wash, it's like this, slightly more transparent. So I prefer to work with my gouache in a much more opaque, more acrylic style, so that's what I'll be doing. That is quite the nice red though. I really like that red. This is a really nice orange. That's the one thing, that's the one flaw flaw that I find with my Himi gouache is that it doesn't come with a good orange, so I have to make my own oranges. But this is a nice orange. I like it. Very nice, decent, solid orange. Probably gonna have to do quite a bit of drafting before I move on to the final of whatever I decide to do. I'll probably only do one piece of art for this video just because I know landscape paintings do take me a while. Even though this one is gonna be smaller, I'm gonna be putting a lot more time and effort into it, so I feel like I'll probably only do one for the sake of this video. Oh, okay, this is a solid yellow. This is a good yellow. It's not a bright electrifying yellow. It's a very nice, soft, more of a golden yellow. I like it. There we go. We have more of like a goldenrod yellow right here. I just love messing with colors. What can I say? We gotta try the green. Again, yellows and greens are what I always worry about most, so I gotta make sure the green looks good. It looks kind of bright. Okay, it's not the best green to be. It could be a lot better, and greens are the most difficult to capture, so I'm giving it a bit of a pass here. Besides, I don't usually use this shade of green with much stuff anyway. I normally mix it like I'm doing here. I mixed it with a little bit of the yellow, and that got a green that I'm much more likely to use than this one, which is what I do with the jelly gouache already. I don't like the green that's in that set either, so I normally just mix it with something else to get a green I actually like. I have a feeling the blue is gonna be nice. Ooh yeah, the blue is really, really nice. This is a nice blue. I like this blue quite a lot. This is a very rich, very pigmented, very nice blue. Then we have ultramarine blue, at least I think this is. Yep, it's ultramarine blue. Okay, the ultramarine is really nice. That's a very rich blue. I like it. Don't mind me still playing around with mixing colors over here. It's made more of a denim blue. Probably won't be painting anything in need of a denim blue, but here I am mixing it anyway just because I can. Okay, nice purple. Oops, I got a little bit of water there. I vibe with this purple. This is a really nice purple. Now let's see if I made a proper ultramarine. Let's see, this looks like a good indigo. I think I've made a proper indigo here. It's nice to see that these colors blend together so nicely. Okay, so I went onto Pinterest and I did some searching for a little bit. I think I came up with a couple different references that I really like. I really like this one here with all of these different wisteria flowers in the windows. I really like this one. I think this one is quite pretty. This one's really nice. I like this one with the stairs straight into it. I think I'll start probably with this one. Wait a minute, why don't I use a little easel to sketch this? So I can actually see what I'm doing. And then it's going to be slightly off center. Then it ends about here. This is essentially like its own little pole. And there's all these bricks here. And then there's a tree back here. Well, first of all, there's like a bush here that goes like that. There's some sort of plant here, little leaves on it. It's going to be really highlighted. There's another bush and a whole bunch of other flowers here. Basically flowers everywhere except like this area here. And there's a little slope right here where you can see some flowers. And then down here, this is where the stairs start. You can't really see where the stairs end because there's going to be more flowers covering it. And the final stairs about here, there's going to be like moss and stuff here at the bottom. And there's also some plants here that are growing in the front. And there's just like more bushes here in the background with more stuff. A very rough sketch of it, but I'll make do. Then I'm going to have to water it down. And then what I'm going to do afterwards is I'm going to do a wash of probably orange wash, very, very light, very toned down gouache. Nobody mentioned this in the packet, but this is something a lot of painters do, is we start with an undercoat of either an orange or a purple wash because it helps balance out all the colors in the end as you apply them over the top. It just gives them a little bit more of an extra hue than you would if you went in with a purely white background. You know, maybe I'll get some new water. This water is a little dirty. I'd prefer to work with something a bit more clean. Just get the paper all wet. This won't damage any of the pencil. In fact, using water on top of your pencil sketches is actually really helpful. I don't know what it is, but something about putting water, especially if you're using watercolor paint on top of a pencil sketch, actually binds it into place and it's a lot harder to erase afterwards. It also helps stop from smudging quite a bit, which I found to be really useful in my sketchbooks. So I have quite a few sketchbook spreads that just have watercolor all over them. You can see right here, it harmed nothing. It didn't smudge, the pencil didn't go anywhere, it's just staying right in place, and that's exactly what we want. And here's what we do. We just do a flat layer of just orange across the entire thing. There we go, just some plain orange. I'm going to start with a greenish blue, very, very dark for this back area here. Usually I go with my midtones first, but for this I think I'm gonna go with the shadows because that is the main color back there. Bush something or other. Completely forgot about the masking. I'll just have to do that another time, I guess. I'm trying to go around the trees. Maybe that's what I can use the masking for. I can put it around the trees while I'm not working on the trees. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the masking. Free from getting painted over. Oh, I forgot how weird masking smells. It's hard to describe the smell of masking, but it's very rubbery. I feel like that's the best way I can describe masking. It smells very rubbery. So I just started messing around with it since it's a little bit dry. I decided to play around, see what I could do, start on the painting a little bit, and I just started re-recording and I realized for some reason this paint here is drying lighter. And that's normally not how gouache acts. Normally it dries a little bit darker than it is when you put it down, but for some reason, whatever's going on with these paints is making it dry lighter than it is when I put it down. You can see here, these are the newer areas here, these little darker spots here. This was the first area I put in and it's almost dry now. I'm not sure what's causing it to do that. I've never had gouache act this way before. That's a bit more of a yellowy green. That's what I need. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm feeling like I'm gradually gonna have to build up more lighter colors over time. Make it look more like leaves. Only in the areas where there's gonna be highlights. So this area is gonna be packed pretty dense with highlights and shading because this is like the end of one of these really tall bushes. Still don't know if they're bushes or trees, but this is where basically one of them ends. You know, I can throw some little hints of it throughout the rest of it, but not a lot. Then there's another one right here where it ends. And then this little corner back here is a lot lighter, so I think I'll make that be just like that. And then there's gonna be another highlight on this little bush tree thing here, but I'm not working on those yet. I'm still trying to figure out how people paint those tiny gouache leaves on bushes and stuff. That's the one thing that's always scared me away from landscape paintings with gouache, is painting all the tiny little leaves. I just don't know how to make them work the way I want to. Okay, I made a yellower color that I'm using now because I feel like I'm getting close to being done with these leaves. There's some areas where I think I'm just gonna have to go in with just straight up white, but I think I need to lay down a little bit of yellow before I can do that, just to get those warm undertones in there for when I do those highlights. You want up, Theoden? Hello. Hi. I'm in the middle of painting right now, buddy. Just step on the painting, you know? Hey, you didn't step on it. Thank you. It's got a lot of highlights. There's a little bit more highlight here. I might have to go back and repaint over a couple of these areas because I think I made the highlights too thick and too big. I think I've gotten into the hang of how to paint foliage, at least the bushes and stuff like that. I think I've come to understand that and I'm enjoying that quite a bit. I did these little trees here. I didn't film those, but I did those. It's currently the next day. It's Thursday. I don't have a lot of time to work on this today, but I'm going to do as much as I feel like I can. Probably finish this over the weekend as well as on Friday. I really want to take my time with this one and have a lot of fun with this one because I've been wanting to get better at landscape painting for quite a while, and doing it with gouache just makes it a lot better in my opinion. I feel like gouache just suits the style I want to use a lot better, with a much more semi-realistic appeal. I'm working on painting the wall now. I'm just starting with a very nice warm gray. It's a mid-tone. It's about the tone that I'll be needing for the under parts of this, and then this bar here is going to be a little bit lighter because it's more exposed to the light. This area here is going to be mostly covered up with leaves though, so there's not going to be too much detail. I'll still paint bricks on there just that way it looks nice because I know underneath there are bricks based on the reference photo, but I think I'm going to mostly focus on just making it look as nice as I want before I paint over it, because there are going to be some areas with bricks, some areas won't be visible, and then this area will look completely different, so I just want to get everything separated before I start working on anything in a massive amount of detail. I know most of this is going to get covered up with leaves and stuff anyway, but I'm still going to try to make it look as good as I can. With the areas that can be seen, that's going to be mostly like this left part of the wall here. I want it to look as good as it can though. Stairs now, because I could work on more of the flowers and the vines and the leaves and stuff, but I feel like I should do the stairs next because the stairs come behind all of those, so I would rather paint those first. So honestly, for this portion of the video, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use just text or do a voiceover because I frankly was not sure what I wanted to say, because I feel like I did have a lot to say while I was filming all of this and I just ran out of stuff. I'm like, if I do a voiceover, what am I gonna say? But I guess I can talk about the paint itself a little bit because I haven't talked about the actual paint that much. I've been mostly talking about just my process during this painting, and I just wanted to give credit to this paint because this gouache is just so
so nice. It is incredible. I think one of the best things about this in comparison to the Hemi gouache, which I usually use, is its ability to re-wet. This paint re-wets so beautifully. That's something I struggle with gouache a little bit, is that sometimes when I re-wet my gouache after it's sat on the palette for a little while, it just does not get pigmented again. It is super transparent and it gets pretty annoying when I have a bunch sitting there that I just want to use and get rid of, and then when I re-wet it or put new paint on top of it, it re-wets, it mixes in, and it ruins the color I'm trying to paint. And that did not happen with this. It re-wetted beautifully, the pigment stayed, it was still very, very opaque, and I think that was just wonderful. It worked so well with what I was doing, especially since I had to be constantly making new colors. I kept having to step up and go away, leave the painting, come back to it, find my paint had dried, and it was all fine. I guess the only thing I could say was really of any huge concern to me was the black paint that came with it. I'm not sure what was up with this black paint, but even though I would apply it like as straight up black paint without mixing it, without diluting it, anything, just as it was, it just would not stay dark. I noticed when I was watching this that this black was a warmer black and it dried with a more purpley hue, which is usual. That's normal for warmer blacks. But however, when this paint dried on the paper itself, it was just super matte. It did not dry as dark as it was supposed to. I don't know why it dried that way. It was just very matte, very light, which is really strange when I compare it to the dark green that I used in the background, because I deliberately mixed that with the black. Yet somehow this green turned out even darker than the black itself. That's probably some sort of trick of color theory that I just don't understand, but I think it is really interesting that this did happen with that black paint.
Flowers now all over this area. I've done it all over here. There's going to be less over here because it's a smaller area. The flowers are also a bit more densely crowded in certain areas than they are over here. So it looks like there's going to be less. I think more so it's just going to be a little bit more difficult to separate and individualize the flowers, because over here they were more spread apart, they were bigger, so I could put the little lighter areas in between, but this time it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Okay, there's only like 4 minutes left of this video, so I might as well talk about the one thing that I never addressed because I didn't want to address it, and that's when I finished this painting, I looked at it for a long time and I thought there's just something not right about it. And I thought that the thing that would fix it would be to use a micron pen, a literal fine liner to go in and then draw the outlines around stuff. At the time I thought it looked good. I really did. That's the version that's up on my Redbubble. It's the version with the line art because that's all I photographed. I didn't take a photograph of it before I did the line art, and I regret that. I think it looks so much better without the line art. Looking at it now, looking back at these recordings as I'm doing this voiceover, it looked so much better without line art. I mean, it still looks fine. It still looks fine with the line art. I think it looks okay, but this was better. This original version was so much better. I am never using line art in a gouache painting like this ever again. I am not using line art like this ever in a landscape painting again. I've learned my lesson. It looks so much better without it. I'm looking at it now and it's better. It's just better. It's better in every way. I don't like the line arts. I like this soft look. That's what I want to keep using. So lesson learned on my end. Don't use fine liners with gouache landscapes. I have learned, okay? And I'm not doing it again. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna make more gouache landscapes because this was really fun and I really enjoyed it, but I am not using fine liner again because it does not look right. I don't like it. I am literally gonna chop the video off. I'm going to skip to the end. I don't want to keep this section of me doing the line art in the video because I just don't like it. I don't like it. I'm chopping it off right now. You're going right to the end, so goodbye. This is voiceover me signing off.
I think I'm going to end it with this because this is just really pretty. I think it looks really nice and it took me a long time to make, but I am definitely going to be using all of these gouache paints more and more and more because they are so nice. I think this was a wonderful box. This is my favorite box I think that I've received from SmartArt yet because I love gouache. I think the paper is really nice too. This is really, really nice paper. It was really nice to work on it. It's barely buckled at all. It is absolutely wonderful paper. I definitely would like to branch out a little bit more. There's a lot of more painting things I would still like to experiment with. The paintbrushes were super high quality. These are really nice. I really liked working with them. I feel like I like this painting a lot. If you guys like it, I'll probably put it up in my Redbubble shop because I think it turned out looking really pretty. I want to keep experimenting more with gouache landscapes. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Yeah, I want to do more, especially seeing that I can somewhat do it now. Alright, I think I'll just end the video here then. As always, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you're so inclined. If you enjoyed the video, Of course, my links to everything else are going to be in the description, including all the links to SmartArt. Once again, thank you to SmartArt for sending me these boxes completely for free to try out and make art with. They are super nice to work with, but that is it for now. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!